Morning, everyone. Welcome to Rock On North Texas. I'm Sean Fury.
And I'm Orlando Martinez. Today, we'll start off with the latest rock music news.
On March 25th, Taylor Hawkins, the drummer of the Foo Fighters, passed away in his hotel room at the Four Seasons Casa Medina.
The cause of his death is still unknown, although 10 different substances were found in his system at the time of death, including antidepressants and opioids. Hawkins had been in the band for over 2 decades and was only 50 years old. The rest of the band expressed their grief, stating that they were devastated by the loss and that Hawkins' musical spirit and infectious laughter will live on forever.
Other notable musicians took to social media to express their condolences, including Miley Cyrus, who posted, "This is how I'll always remember you," and Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine, who wrote, "God bless you, Taylor Hawkins. I loved your spirit and your unstoppable rock power."
In other rock news, members of Soundgarden and Nirvana have formed a new grunge supergroup called Third Secret. The supergroup includes Soundgarden guitarist Kim Thayil, Bubba Dupree of Void also on guitar, Nirvana bassist Chris Novoselic, drummer Matt Cameron of Soundgarden, and Pearl Jam, the vocalist Jennifer Johnson and Jillian Ray of Giants in the Trees.
Third Secret released the self-titled album on April 11th, along with the lead single, I Choose Me. The creation and recording of the album was kept a secret, and it was released as a surprise.
News about the abuse accusations against Marilyn Manson continues. Ashley Walters, Manson's former assistant, is gearing up for court against him. She claims that she suffered horrific abuse at Manson's hands. Walters says that he forced himself on her at a photo shoot in 2010, threw hatchets at her, forced her to stand for 12 hours straight, and forced cocaine on her.
Manson is attempting to have the case thrown out for the third time, claiming that her case is in violation of the 2-year statute of limitations because the alleged abuse happened between 2010 and 2011. Walters responded back saying that her case falls within the delayed discovery rule because she hadn't realized the extent of the abuse until speaking with other abuse survivors in October 2020. As of right now, the court hearing is still scheduled for this May.
Journey's Don't Stop Believin' is one of the 25 sound recordings that the Library of Congress is adding to the National Recording Registry this year.
The National Recording Registry reflects the diverse music and voices that have shaped our nation's history and culture through recorded sound. Other recordings being added include Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody and even famous speeches by President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Tour dates for Sad Summer Festival, presented by Journeys, the shoe brand this time, not the band, have been announced. The Dallas tour date will be on July 12th at Gillies, Dallas.
This concert is for all the pop punk fans out there. The bands playing include Water Parks, Neck Deep, Mayday Parade, State Champs, Hot Mulligan, Against the Current, The Somerset, and Magnolia Park.
Well, that's it for today for Rock News. When we come back, we'll be interviewing a well-known music photographer.
That's right, he'll be sharing some interesting stories about his work, so make sure to stick around for when we return.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
Still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Welcome back to Rock On North Texas. Joining us today is a very special guest.
Today we have Hunter Hannon, also known as Razor Dragon, here with us. He is a well-known music photographer, famous for photographing lots of rock stars around the world.
He'll be telling us a bit about his job and experiences. So, Razor, thanks a ton for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on the show. Love talking about my work.
Yeah. So, who are your favorite musicians that you've met while doing your job?
Oh man, that's a hard one. I'm gonna drop the accent, it's not real. But let's see, some of my favorites, Stevie Nicks. Shout out Stevie Nicks. Just generally great person to be around. Jack White, also very introspective. There's just all around some great musicians, a lot of blues players, very in touch with their feelings.
Very cool. Are there any crazy stories you can tell us about your work?
Dude, one time, I was at this party. Jared Leto was there, right? And Elijah Wood. So, like, a month before this, Elijah Wood did this interview where he said that he didn't like Jared Leto's music. He said that shit is quote unquote trash. So Jared Leto confronted him at this house party, and they basically had like a 2-hour long discussion where Jared Leto was just telling him that he was upset that he didn't like 30 Seconds to Mars. Well, after that, Elijah Wood, he was like telling me about this, right? Jared Leto comes up, boom, just decks him right in the face. And I was like, no, not Frodo, bro. Why did you do that? And he was like, I'm coming in for the kill. I think that's the name of their song, I don't know. But it was wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty wild.
Nuts.
That is crazy. I would not have guessed that. Now for the real tea, what has been your worst experience with this kind of work or with some of the celebrities you've met? Anything worse than the punch?
The punch, man? You want to talk about a horrible musician? Weird Al Yankovic. This dude, he's lying to you. He's lying to you. The whole persona, the whole like friendly parody guy, it's a ruse. This dude's an asshole. I hate him. So about 10 years ago, right, we were at this like Hollywood party for some kind of album release he was doing, something with an accordion, right? I mean, this dude would not let you get a single word in. He just with his accordion. Here, try to say something to me. That's exactly what it was like all night. And I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why? Why would you do this?
Yeah.
Just insanity. Like, I've never met someone who's so attached to an instrument like that where, I mean, if you tried to take it away from me, he'd cry. It was like taking candy from a baby. Like, it just, I don't know. Don't like that dude.
All right. Well, those are some interesting stories. I never knew being a music photographer could be so interesting.
Right, and half the time I'm not even taking pictures. Like, I found a crazy side hustle that has unlimited potential for making money, and nobody's doing it.
Side hustles. Okay, what is it? Wait. So
So
you're a photographer, but you're not taking photos.
Sort of.
Okay. What do you do?
I mean, all I do, I take like maybe 1 or 2 out of like, what, a 3-hour show?
Okay, so that's like the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, room and board,
Okay.
food,
Okay.
I get to travel.
You know your future employers are probably watching this.
They don't care.
Okay, so what's the
I
side
take the
hustle?
pictures.
Okay.
This is the side
You
hustle.
take the picture.
Yes.
You take one picture.
The singular picture. I'm a photographer, not a photographer's.
Okay.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, that is grammar. So what's the side hustle? You're not going to tell us?
This is the side hustle. My main hustle in life is living.
Okay, that's his side hustle. My question is, what is your favorite camera equipment to take on you? What is one thing that you need?
A lens.
All right, well, that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, thanks for joining us. My name's been Orlando.
I am Sean. Thank you all for being here on Rock On North Texas. We hope to see you all again.